Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Yeah, on the Solana chart, the price is still sort of climbing overall. Yeah, we have the 1 hour chart here and I've zoomed out. You see the price section from the January low, and the move to the upside is currently in 3 waves. And the third wave reached absolutely, minimum expectations. I think it did even go beyond what you would normally expect for a third wave. Yeah, I mean, it reached here the 1.618 extension. I haven't even shown that at around $190. That was one of our targets anyway, right? So it's currently dancing around that 190 level that we've been talking about for months. Okay, so we've been talking about that since the end of December. Despite ups and downs, we've been focused on that $190 level, and like a magnet, the price did get attracted to that level. However, targets obviously move. Targets are always moving targets, especially in crypto. What you get a lot if a third wave is extending, then the overall targets, also they move. Okay, so now I think looking at the price action, but I already shared that with you yesterday, we could still get another 4-5 pattern, and the price should then reach in this fifth wave, 225 to possibly 268. That's sort of the next range to watch. But first of all, we need to see, let's say, a healthy wave 4, which is shown here in yellow. I will zoom in a minute, and then a fifth wave to the upside. And this fifth wave would also be an ABC structure, because the way I've labeled it, I explained it yesterday in detail in the video. We have an ABC structure. It's pretty clear in wave 1. Okay, so I cannot see that as a 1-2-1-2 setup. It just is a perfect relationship of an ABC structure. And because we are in a wave 5, it can easily be here an ending diagonal. So that's my interpretation. There will be people who say, okay, that's a 1-2-1-2 setup, and then you have a much more uber bullish scenario, and maybe. Okay, I rather warn a little bit, or I shouldn't say warn, but be on the side of caution, because I still show the support areas, and as long as they hold, we are in trend continuation and we expect higher prices. It's just that whenever I point out this could be a diagonal, and it could be because it's so choppy, then it's just, we just have to give it a little bit more space. Diagonals tend not to agree so much to Fibonacci levels and targets, and that just means we need to be a little bit on the side of caution here. It is still a bullish structure, okay, and it's still going up and should go up further. That's my view. And if you have missed my previous updates about sort of what we are looking for as a ballpark figure for all-time high targets, well, then this is it. Let me just make that larger. So what we're looking for is here up there, this range. So my preferred interpretation would be that in the yellow count, and I'm tracking here on the shorter time frame, the yellow count, you see this wave 3 top here. This is the 1 hour chart. You see this wave 3 top, which would form after waves 4 and 5 are completed. This third wave top is also shown on the weekly chart as this one. So we should get another 4-5 in this wave 3 possibly. And then we get this larger fourth and the larger fifth. This larger fourth, maybe I leave the support area in there. Some people ask me, okay, does it mean it has to go below $100 now? No, because this is at the moment the standard support region for this larger degree fourth wave. Just that you have some orientation where things might be heading. But at the moment, because we're still moving up, this support region will have to move with the price higher. Yeah. So that's sort of what I'm watching at the moment. And it's between $50 and $105 at the moment, but it's likely going to move up as we climb higher on the shorter time frame. Next structural resistance is around $208, $209, and then we are already at the all-time high around 270. So I would not rule out that this third actually gets to the all-time high. We'll see. I mean, as long as support levels are holding, we're focusing on further upside. And the all-time high target sort of for this wave 5, I mean, I'm looking at 440 to 713. Now, this is a ballpark figure. It might change depending on where this fourth wave ends. I will be able to give you a more precise figure for wave 5. I mean, we're getting there. We're not even halfway there, right? So this is the area that I've been talking about, like, I don't know, since the bear market low. I don't know. It's my region for Solana's next all-time high. And so far, looking at the proportions, it actually could be reached. Even in this 5-wave structure, I'm tracking there. Yeah, and then obviously we need to see, does the subsequent wave 2 pullback hold? Okay, and if it does, I mean, as long as we're then still in a bull market, that's an opportunity. But we'll see how that all develops, because it could be that after this structure, it's just breaking down. Okay, so looking at the shorter time frame, yeah, the idea was that we possibly concluded here a wave 3. That's what I'm watching for, at least, you know, that here this wave 5 of C, of Y, of 3 was finished. Definitely, you know, expectations for this third wave are reached. The move up from the lows is just in 3 waves. As long as it's 3 waves, I assume this is a B wave, but it's already quite high again and could easily form another extension. If there is another extension, it would be within wave 3 and could reach $206. But the overall assumption is we are still bullish. And this is the support area. It's between $128 and $167. So technically, you know, for this wave 4, it would be ideal to get into this region here between 167 and 151. Sometimes in diagonals, the lower boundary line isn't reached, isn't tested. Anything below 151 is already quite deep. I mean, 139 would be okay. 128, I've listed it because technically speaking, we have to allow it, you know, in a wave 4 in a diagonal to come down to that level. But I really don't want it to break out of the trend channel in this scenario to keep confidence in this bullish wave count that we can still climb higher. So at the moment, in the very short term, it's obviously below the last high and above support. So it's sort of a no man's land at the moment. We need to wait for clarity if it is already in wave 4. Yeah. But for now, I just say, okay, as long as we're holding here the orange support zone, higher prices into the region, yeah, 206 next, okay, but 225 and 268, that's sort of an ideal range to watch out for in this wave 5 of a larger third wave. So yeah, that's sort of what I'm watching at the moment. But it could be the fourth wave hasn't started yet, so we'll see. Solana is holding really well. I think it's something was like it's down today again, or can't track transfers or something, but people aren't worried about that anymore. See, that's fundamentals don't matter in crypto. It's all about the hype, and fundamentals only matter to the degree that they are, you know, that they influence the hype. Yeah, doesn't matter. Okay, so in a bearish market, bearish news would have a much more bearish effect. In a bullish market, not so much. So we just focus on the charts. Parameters should be clear, so I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.